You hit it?
Oh yeah, we can start now. All right, clicking live now.
Hello! It is 9:59 and 50 seconds or something like that. This is the first time ever in the history of Produce Like a Pro that we've actually been early. Yes, it hit 11. Woo! We did it. We're 10 seconds early. Eric, gold star. Woo! Ka. Dearie, dearie me. How are you all? And I just got a notification from YouTube that we're live. It says that we're live. Everybody, we're live. We're big, we're bad, we're back. Where do I send my demo? Well, basically, Maura, so we have an academy. And at Matt's suggestion, he said, why don't we do this? Because basically every Friday and occasionally on Wednesdays like today, we listen to mixes. Now on Fridays inside the Academy, we listen to the mixes of multi-tracks that we provide. And on Wednesdays, occasionally, usually about once a month, not that regularly, but we've done a couple now. What we do is we listen to multi-tracks that have been of artists that have been produced by and mixed. And sometimes they are the actual artists themselves of Academy members. So these are the mixes from Academy members of their own music or other people they've produced, engineered, and mixed. Sometimes, like Michael Garding, who's coming up first, they will have performed on the tracks as well. So who's here? Hey, everybody. Chris Ibbotson, Anita, Sean, Joel. Hey, Joel. Darko. Hello from Sweden, Pearly White. Tano, another one from Sweden. Lovely. Sweden is such a beautiful country. I went there in my early 20s. It's been a long time. Russ, early 20s, last week. Russ, David, Bruno, Tom, Stage Play. Hello there in Vancouver. Ray Mears, Pero Fiera says, hey, Eric. Eric doesn't respond. You got your mic up, Eric?
I don't have my setup.
Why not? Why not?
We moved everything a little closer.
He's making excuses. Anita, Daniel, Alex, Jens, Alexi, Chris. Wow. Mary and Sam. All the gang are here. So please hit that like button. It lets, when you interact with us like this, you leave a message, you say hello, you hit a like button, or subscribe if you haven't already. It lets YouTube tell people that we're here. Hey, Bring Me Sunshine. Hey, Maj, Michael, who's up next. Hey, Stefan. Hey, Oz. Hey, Frozen Colors. Hey, Can. Ivan. EJ. Ice Pick Licks. Hello, Norfolk. Norfolk's beautiful. I had a really nice holiday there when I was a kid, and I really, really enjoyed it. Jokes, yes, Eric will be up for a joke, so we'll give Eric like an hour to 45 minutes to an hour to figure out, what joke he's going to tell. But yes, please hit the like button. If you haven't already subscribed, and yes, we're doing a one-day flash sale. I don't think I've ever done a one-day flash sale before. I think in 5 years of doing this, I think this is our first ever one-day flash sale. Matt's idea, so if you're not already an Academy member, click the link below for the one-day flash sale. Half off. All right. Let's look at some music. Let's go to the Pro Tools screen, please, Eric. Hey, Dean. Great to see. Oh, it's great to be seen, Mr. Dean O'Leary. Hey, Bobby. Mark Becker. Sergio and Serge. High Life Float Productions in India. Fabian, Luca, Ryan, Mickey. Are we on the other screen yet, Eric?
Oh, yeah, we're good.
Okay, apparently we're on the other screen. Okay, so first up is Michael Garding. Michael is insanely talented. Don't let him tell you otherwise. He's an incredible saxophone player. And he said, this is an original I wrote a little while back and decided to do every one of the 12 musicians on this recording would be a member of or connected by a relation to the Plaque Academy. So, wow. So these are all Academy members or related to, like Andy and Linda. This is amazing. So to taking you back to Oakland again. Now, we talked about this last time, but obviously for those of you that are not fans, yet you will be, of Tower of Power. It's a very famous Tower of Power record where I grew up, called Back to Oakland. And so you can tell in Michael's music that he's a huge fan. And to be honest, so am I, and so is any rational human being that likes music. Tower of Power, incredible. So Linda and Andy, vocals and background vocals. Stephanie Leclerc, background vocals. Michael, alto sax and backing vocals. Walter, Mick Hartman, trumpet. Bailey Adams, Denton, that's Matt Denton in Plapp, trumpet. Zach, Mimi Tifel. So just so you know, these are all of the names of the members of Tower of Power, because the bass player, of course, was very famously is Rocco Prestia, and that's Peter Rocco Saus on bass, Sergio Garibaldi Maggi on sticks, bangs, and crashes, Chester Chris Ibbotson on organ. Hey, Chris. Daniel Chioffi, Doc on baritone sax. I think I covered everybody. I went backwards and then forwards, but hey, that's what I do. All right, I'm really excited to hear it. I've got my guitar here, my trusty Fender, so I can jam along. Here we go. Michael Garding's Gravy Train.
How I live way beyond my means. Always had a brand new car, it's the way it's always been. Let you in on a little secret, listen to what I say. You gotta get yourself a sugar daddy who's always willing to pay. Oh, let me tell you, it's one sweet ride. Shelby's working, cause you know that I tried. Gotta tell you something, yeah, I had it easy on my life. Found me a millionaire and he made me his wife. Yeah, baby, you just gotta figure out how to play the game. Just marry a doctor, a lawyer, a dentist, it all turns out the same. Oh, let me tell you, it's one sweet ride. Shelby's working, cause you know that I tried. Gravy train, it'll make you feel brand new. Don't worry about a thing, I'll tell you what to do. Everybody's gonna want a piece, a little of what you got. Just come to go ride the gravy train, don't give it another thought. Oh, let me tell you, it's one sweet ride. Shelby's working, cause you know that I've tried. Yeah, I'm gonna ride this train till the day that I die. Ride the gravy train, gravy train, gravy train, gravy train.
was expecting to go, bap, bah, and hit a low D. Wow. Absolutely fantastic. My microphone is drooping. That was amazing, and everything it promised to be. It was a complete Tower Power groove. Really funky, super funky. Love the low lows on the kick. Woo! Even on the Austrian audio, which don't have the extended low end of the blues, which really have a lot of low end, I really felt it. Which would be my only question. Let me just go over to the blues. I'm going to listen to a little bit more just to double check the low lows.
Ever wonder how I live way beyond my means? Always had a brand new car, it's the way it's always been.
It's a really good mix, Michael. It's not just the fact that the performances are great. The mix is really, really good. You've the movement in the waka, 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 is just perfectly placed with just enough room tone around it that it doesn't just feel super up front. I got so much depth in this mix. I feel like the drums, I love the ringing snare. It's got tons of the kong, just that little bit of tonality on it. The low end on the kick is massive. It's got that what is hip kind of bass tone, where Rocco is able to like give us a lot of low end, but still definition. If I don't know Rocco's setup, I've seen Tower Power about 4 times, but I do not remember. It's probably Ampegs. Maybe it was acoustics, but it was probably Ampeg. And he just has this like growl, and you've managed to get that kind of growling low end without having to like push up so much high mids to give definition. Because typically in rock, I'm doing a lot of 3K kind of boost to get some grit out of it. But the combination of the way Peter's playing really, really incredibly well. And the way you've mixed it, you've got both. You've got a bounce of the low end, but just enough definition on the fingers that you don't need to boost the high mids that much to get it to cut. Really good. Super lows on the kick. Like I said, I love the organ. I love the guitar. I love the way that they're there and they're giving me a combination of groove and movement, but also a little bit of ear candy. So it's a nice balance. Very well thought out. You can tell when you get somebody who really understands a genre, they know how to do this. Michael is obviously a world-class sax player, and he's brought together all of these incredible players and Academy members, etc., have got together, and their families have got together to create this great music. But it has to be said that it is believable because the track is great, the arrangement is fantastic, and if you get that, if you get a great song with a great arrangement, it's 90% of the battle. Then most of us as engineers, producers, and mixers, our job is to not mess it up. It's the Dave Jordan quote, about how sometimes you have to pull everything apart and rewrite it. And other times you just have to get out of the way of the band and help them make a great recording. In this instance, it was about making a great recording. And I do really, really enjoy the mix. I don't have any faults in it. It was Ampeg, yeah, great. And so it's, I don't know, Michael, this is a really fantastic job. I can tell this is your genre. You love this and you understand it. And if I was needing a horn arranger, let alone a world-class sax player, I'd be calling Michael. In fact, we got some stuff coming up, so we'll do some more close stuff. We should have him work on it. We will give you work, Michael, and so will others. Wonderful work, and a really great example of what makes this academy so great is that you've casually got world-class musicians in there as well. Michael, fantastic. Thank you, everybody that performed on this as well, and thank you for making Produce Like a Pro Academy so successful because of one thing: collaboration. Community. This community that collaborates together is why it's so successful. Many people claim community. You really are a community. And this is a perfect example. Thank you ever so much. If you're new here, please hit the like button. We'll do some giveaways as well. I wonder what we should give away. We'll give away Academy memberships as well. Remember, you can get it for $99 only today. It's a flash sale. I've never done one of those before. It seems like, I know all the other channels do it, like today, a 40% off flash sale, but I've never actually done one. So we're going to do it. Can't we have a graphic? Eric needs to have one of those things where he presses a button and it goes, flash sale. Anyway. It is today. If you hit the button underneath, you can join for a year for $99. Okay, thanks, Sean. You rock, Michael. You rock, Academy members. A really incredible job. Please hit the like button, share, tell your friends, and just generally be awesome. Nate Wycroft says, here's a song I'm working on with an artist I'm producing in my studio. She doesn't play any instruments, so I'm writing the material around the vocal melodies and lyrics that she writes. I haven't yet really started to mix this one yet. I'm looking more for feedback on arrangement and songwriting. She'll be coming in next month to do the final takes of her vocals. The ones on in this recording are scratch takes. I just added Sam's guitars and things that are starting to feel a little busy. I'll probably cut some stuff before she comes in to do her vocals. Vocals is Cat Minor, drums, Brett Pippin, another Academy member. Thank you, Brett. Brett is here. Hi, Brett. Electric piano, Tim Spencer. Is Tim Academy member? I feel like he is. Sam Giva, acoustic and slide guitars. Don't remember if Sam is a member. Sorry, Sam, if I've forgotten. And of course, electric guitars and the bass were all done by Nate. So this is a great example. Many people here are producers, engineers. Many of them are artists. And many of them have home studios. Many of them have professional studios. Many of them are starting out. It's a really great example of what's so fantastic here. Brett, you said boo. I just gave you a shout out. I got a boo. All right. Here's Nate Wycroft.
It's a warm embrace, the touch of a face that holds a memory of you. Yearn for the first time, but learn just to rewind. Oh, look, a beautiful
Wow, what a beautiful voice. Everybody was saying that. I agree. She has a fantastic voice. I really like it. I agree. And you said right up from the get-go that it wasn't mixed. But I like where it's going. I think my overriding thing is just a couple of times there's a couple of timing issues, a little bit stumbly. There's a couple of moments where it goes back to the 4 chord and it kind of lands awkwardly, like a couple of little just tweaks to pull it in. The weirdest thing is like not weirdest thing is, that's a wrong way of putting it. I think I would like it to be mixed more like this. Does that make sense? What I mean is, like, you could make this more modern sounding and make the drums come closer. You could make them a little bit more snappy, which is not a bad idea. 1 or 2% snappier, 1 or 2% a little tiny bit more modern. But what I am enjoying about this, and I think done properly, is this is basically Ray LaMontagne. This is a girl version of a woman equivalent of Ray LaMontagne. That's what I like about it. It's got a we listen to music from the Big Pink kind of feel about it. It's very, very American. I wouldn't say Americana, because that's a very dumb way of just logging everything American in together. But very sort of American, the band, which of course were mainly Canadian. But you know what I mean? That sort of sound that we sort of associate with classic American music. And Ray LaMontagne, to me, is the consistent modern version of that. Ray's something that just keeps delivering album after album after album. Everything Ray LaMontagne does is just beautiful. And this fits in that world. I would say, Nate, when it comes to the mix, go and listen to Ray's albums and find that thing, because he has the perfect ability to make something sound modern, but make me feel like I'm living in, not nostalgia, but just classic, classy times. And I think, Nate, this is absolutely amazing. Oh, Nate says that he loves music from the Big Pink. So he gets it. It's got that feel. And Chris is saying, see, to my point, Chris is saying not mixed, ? I'd be happy with that. I sort of am too. I think you've got the right idea. I would just do a little bit of tightening here and there, where sloppy's good, but a sloppy slightly out of time. Just see if you can just bring it in. I know Canada is part of North America, but you know what I mean. So I've got Glenn Fricker in the other room. Trust me, he'll remind me that Canada is part of North America. As a British perspective, we know that. But what I would say is just see if you can just tighten it here and there a couple of times. Don't go crazy. Don't tighten this up, like just a couple of times where it gets a little bit sloppy, too sloppy, and otherwise slightly snappier, slightly ever so. But ultimately, it's got a darkness to it that is the right kind of mood. It's probably a little bit of automation you need to do here. Get those vocals just to sit beautifully the whole time. But Nate, absolutely fantastic work. And it's a really beautiful mood piece. Love it. All right, next up is Mike Alez, or Mike Els. I'm not sure how to pronounce your name, Mike, so please forgive me. Mike says, "Hi all, this is an instrumental song I wrote recently. It features guitar and trumpet and was a lot of fun to record. A couple of friends contributed on the brass, trumpet and flugelhorn. Flugelhorn? That's the cheap horn, the flugelhorn. Flugelhorn and percussion. Everything else is mine, including the live drums recorded with E-drums, played through Stephen Slate drums, and edited significantly. I hope you enjoy and would love your feedback on the production." Wonderful. Excited to hear. Here is Mike's track. It's called A Taste of Home, and it's an instrumental. Wow. Mike, that is so beautiful. It's interesting because a couple of I'm reading all the comments as they go down. There was a moment I was like, wow, that reminds me of Andy Latimer. And I was thinking to myself, nobody will know who Andy Latimer is. I won't even bring that up, you know, because you know me, I'm a complete musical junkie. I love everything, you know. Everything from Robert Johnson to Camel, obviously, is where I was going with that. Andy, of course, is I think is he the only original member of Camel now? But yeah, incredible guitar player, and it reminds me at moments of Camel. It really is beautiful guitar playing, absolutely amazing. I agree with the general sentiment. The lead guitar could come up ever so slightly, and I also agree you could keep the effects on the guitar where they are and just bring up the dry guitar. You know, Bobby says he knows who Andy is, and you're right. Yeah, very Andy Latimer at times. And when somebody mentioned Camel, I was like, yes, I'm going to be able to talk about Camel because people will know what I'm talking about. Really amazing work, Mike. Wow. And that solo, the trumpet, woo! And the frugal horn. They're not very expensive horn. No, the frugal. Everything about this was wonderful. And I've got to be honest, you did a really good job of disguising the fact that those are slate drums. You know, there was moments where I'm like, it had that familiar kind of like program sound, but you mixed it really, really beautifully. Bravo. I feel like we're on kind of a high this week. Mike, just wonderful. Great collaboration again with others. Reason why this community is so fantastic. Great guitar playing, wonderful production. I enjoyed it from start to finish. I mean, how long was that piece? 5 minutes and 12 seconds, and I loved every second of it. Really, really fantastic. I don't have anything critique-wise apart from dry up. Don't need to dry up the solo. Just bring the dry sound of the solo up and keep the effects where they are on the guitar. It could come up another dB and a half. And I think it's absolutely fantastic. Great work, Mike. Really, really impressive. And wonderful work about keeping those drums sounding more natural than I would have imagined. Really great. All right, next up is Keith Fells, and Keith says, Reach for the Stars is my latest song from a Las Vegas band called When We Escape. I recorded, produced, and mixed everything in my home studio, Fake Dad Recording Studios. Great name. This song was brought to me as an acoustic indie track, and they had been playing live for a while. I coaxed them into adding the electrics and going a more rock route. None of these are really experienced in tone, so a lot of the time was spent creating a sound for them, from guitar choices to effects and even tuning the drum kit. We have a few more mostly recorded and a lot of scratch tracks that will hopefully be completed when things get back to normal. Huge thanks to all the members that helped me out here. It's hard. It gets hard when you have to go from pre-production through to mixing over weeks, hearing the same song over and over again. I hear you. Over to know what mistakes you're making. Or it's great to have more ears on it. Lovely. Well, it looks like lots of people got involved in it and helped, and I'm excited to play it. Here we go. Here's Keith Fells.
Think back to when I was a child, oh man, I sure went wild. No worries, no cares, no debts, no fears, oh man, I sure went wild. I was taught how to feel, I was taught how to heal. Sure went wild. But some say it's all just a dream. But I say it's real, it's more real than anything. So I stay fixated on the stars. Farther you reach, closer you are. Been all across this world, I still don't know who I am. Been lost and found and turned around, but I still don't know who I am. I bled, I shoved, I ran, I loved, but I still don't know who I am. But some say it's all just a dream. But I say it's real, it's more real than anything. So I stay fixated on the stars.
Fantastic, Keith. I love it because it reminds me of so many things I like. It's got a very 60s kind of thing to it. It's very garage rocky. When it first starts off, it reminds me of do you love her madly? I feel like it's the Doors. So it's got a late period Doors thing to it in general. I feel like Jim Morrison-ish. But it's also got maybe that sort of revisiting mid-90s grungy kind of version of it all mixed together. It's really cool. It's a very, very cool piece. I think I'm with everybody in general that it could be slightly more aggressive on the drums. I agree, everybody's sort of saying that. Ever so slightly to sound a little bit more modern, because we're always walking that fine line. You don't want it to be super snappy drum samples, like, to an extent that everything sounds so modern that it's like modern metal. We don't want that, but at the same time, we don't want it to sound too old-fashioned that people think, oh, is this a 60s song that I missed? You want it to feel like it's modern enough that it's like a twist on it, that it's your version of it. So I agree. I think the drums could be ever so slightly more aggressive, just a tiny, tiny, tiny bit more aggressive. That's the main thing for me. I think getting in there with a little bit more automation. However, this breakdown here is fantastic. The delay is so good. So there, it's like when the drums come back in, I like the tonality of the snare. It's very natural, but it needs to be just a snappy bit more in your face. I agree. A couple people saying a little bit more bite, a bit more snap on that kick drum. I agree with that. Tiny bit more weight, 40 to 60 down there, just a tiny bit. And I think you have something really, really special. I love what you're going for, Keith. Great production. I mean, really interesting musicality in your production. Okay, we're going to give away a year's membership for those of you that aren't a member. If you're already a member, you'll get an extended 1 year. Don't forget, we're doing the flash sale, which we've never done before, but it's kind of fun. Hey, flash sale. Don't worry, we don't have a coupon and we're not going to type in the word. No, we're doing a flash sale. So you can get it for $99 today. And Sean, Eric just gave a Metal Mania heart out. Sean, you woke him up. He came in the other day. Oh, we're not going to talk about that. Yeah. Anyway, so he was so drunk from the night before, he was nodding out. That's, So we did talk about it. So just a little bit more aggressive on those drums. I think we'd be in a great place, Keith. So we're going to do a giveaway. So like I said, we are doing a flash sale, which we've never done before. So that's quite funny. Click on the link and you can get it for $99 today. I'm clicking on the link because I haven't clicked on it yet. $99 for the year, which is stupidly cheap. And I will put the link here. If you haven't already hit the like button, please hit the like button. Okay, now you can win a year's membership. You can win a 1-year extension to your membership. And we have nearly 400 people watching. Please hit the like button and let's get that number up over to 400 likes. That would be amazing. And what is the question we want to know? I suppose, do you play an instrument, seeing as so many of these people here so far are musicians? Yeah, I know, flash sale. Thanks, Toby. Too many shandies? Yes, too many shandies. Would any genre be acceptable for feedback? Ivan says. Oh, yeah, we do any genre. We also have some hip hop courses in the academy as well, and we're getting more of those as well. We're basically, any genre. You can learn hip hop in there. You can learn rock and roll, mixing, recording, and most importantly, an amazing community that helps each other. Flash Gordon every time says it. Flash, savior of the universe. Don't worry, it's Queen, so you know it's going to come. All right, so do you play an instrument? That's all you have to tell us. Do you play an instrument? Hit the like button, share if you can, but hit that like button and then tell us, do you play an instrument? And if you do play an instrument, what is the instrument? And if you don't play an instrument, you can say, I don't play an instrument, I'm a producer or I'm an engineer only. There is no problem with you, but just let us know. Volta says, I am a trumpet player, baby. Only play keys on guitar, says Leroy. I'm a sound engineer. Yeah, you can. Sound engineer, producer, mixer is also a correct answer. But all you have to do is just tell us what you do. And Sean says I can use auto-tune. Is that an instrument? Is that an instrument? Well, with my vocals, sometimes it is. All right. So hit the like button and tell us what instrument that you play. And if you don't play an instrument, don't just say yes. Tell us what it is. I want to know what you play. And then at random, at the end of this song, Eric will pick somebody. So let's have a listen. So keep going. Hit the like button. Let us know what instrument you play. Preet says, hi, good Plapper people. I'm working on a Southern Rock Estonian band. Oh, wow. Southern Rock kind of Estonian band. I made some mixes. This is one of the most produced versions. I'm glad to hear your opinion, how it sounds for your ears. Great. And we've had a few people comment and helping out there. Always good. Shows you how it works. All right, so we're going to listen to Preet's song. Let us know, do you play an instrument, what it is, and if you don't play an instrument, you can just say that, and you can win a 1 year's membership to the Academy, and we will announce the winner. We will choose one at the end of this song.
Stop
Wow, that's so much fun. It's so much fun. It's interesting. I hear a swagger to it. I feel like it's more of a production thing for me. I think I would have the bass groove more rather than playing the dong, 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 dong. I love the vocals. I love everything about it. I think sonically it's a really, really great song. But I think I want to hear that bass break up a bit, get a bit more groovy. Because it's okay in that, whoa, oh, I like this section. So everything, and then, you know what I mean? I think it needs some little feet in there, you know? You want to get southern, bring me in some, like, a little bit of funky, soul-y southern in there. Just break up the verse. That's the only thing I would do. I'd retrack the bass in the verse to be a little bit more groovy so that when the chorus comes in, it's like, the eighths, and it drives it. I'm always looking for things in the production that's going to help me, you know, set up sections. I like the drive. I think it works with the but in the verse, give me a groove. Give me something that's a bit more broken up. So when the chorus comes in, I know it's happening. Everybody's driving and playing along with the eighths and stuff. Wonderful work, though. It again really shows the level here and the fact that you can interact with other producers, other engineers, other mixers, and swap ideas. Just really, really great stuff. I just want to go to this one section. So there's moments, I want to hear a little bit more of that. I think it's all about the bass for me. I think it's about putting some space in there for a bit more groove. Like, I like that drop there. I want to hear a little bit more of that. Let's get the bass player to pull back and not just be playing straight eighths all the time. It's remarkable. If you just do that, I think it'll open up the song and give us some groove options. You know what I mean? Really, really wonderful. Did Eric choose anybody?
I did.
Oh. Because people are still answering. Who won?
Tireman Woodworks, and he put down
Shaker.
Shaker.
Absolutely amazing. Yep, there you go. You can tell it's completely picked on random. It's not favoritism. The Shaker Man won. Fantastic. Really great. Preet, really great. I love that. I think you captured it. I think the soul of the song is there. I think you did an amazing job. Personally, if it was me, I'd just work on the bass player to get a little bit more groove going in there, to break it up so it doesn't feel continuously like it. Now, there's tons and tons of songs that are valid that I love and we all love that have eighth notes grooving the whole time. But for me, I think you could break that one up a little bit. All right, next up is Derek. Derek says, "Hey, folks, this is my cover of John Lennon, the Plastic Ono Band's Imagine." Ah, wow, I haven't covered that yet. I thought about doing it in a video. We're doing a cover today of with the Soyuz. Wait there. How do I pronounce it? Soyuz.
I don't know. Soyuz
or Soyuz. Anyway, we're doing a cover today. I don't know where the mic is. I was going to show you it, but it's
on the cab on the Fender amp.
Oh, it's on the Fender amp down there because I've got to play some more guitar, and it's really beautiful. We have Matt Starr recording drums with one mic, and you're going to really, really love this. It's a really great mic, and you're going to be able to download the multi-tracks and mix it and do all your stuff. You know how you know what we do. I'm not very good at this, am I? I'll stay English. I can't do American very well. I'm embarrassed myself when I try to sound hip. All right. Vocals are recorded with an Audio-Technica AT4030 mic via a Focusrite Scala's interface and mixed entirely in the box. The only hardware used was the tubular bell sound from my DX7. Wow, DX7. All the other sounds were from VSTs. This style of music isn't something I've attempted before, but after spending many years working on dance music, or EDM as some like to call it, I really wanted to try something different. Great, Derek. Would love any feedback you have, particularly around the mixing side of things. Part of me thinks certain parts are a little too busy and might be just a little ear fatigue, so it'd be great to hear another perspective. I hear you. When you've heard something a million times, you can lose perspective. It happens to us all. Okay, Derek Mufflett's version of Imagine, and it says a cinematic trailer.
Imagine there's no heaven. It's easy if you try. No heaven below us. Above us only sky. Imagine all the people living for today. Imagine there's no countries. It isn't hard to do. Nothing to kill or die for.
Absolutely wonderful. I will say, Derek, that I agree with a lot of the people. It does remind me of like the Christmas version of Imagine. Growing up in England, it has elements of "Do they know it's Christmas time at all?" You know what I mean? It has that kind of spacey, and then people were making comments about Phil Collins and stuff like that. But I think all in a very positive way. I mean, it's more modern sounding than that, but I love it. It reminds me of a classic period, and of course, it's a beautiful song. It's one of the greatest songs ever written by one of the greatest songwriters ever, and it always makes us think. And thank you for covering it, and thank you for twisting it into something that makes sense for you and that makes us look at the song in a different way. Really, really beautiful. I don't really have any other comments to really add. I think the builds are really beautiful. Most of the stuff that people are commenting on, I think I agree, but is very subjective. I think it's a piece of art, and I think it has value like this. And I think that, yeah, maybe it could get used in commercials and stuff like that. One of the only problem, and film and TV, one of the only problems, of course, is I don't know how much money you would actually make. And because not all these songs are always cleared, but you could probably talk to some film and TV licensing companies, and often people put out blanket requests for covers of very famous songs. So there might be somebody who's into this. I'm going to go and use the bathroom before we do Clay Lahat. And you're going to get a joke from His Highness Sir Eric. And then when I come back, we're going to do another little giveaway. Eric, are you ready with your joke of the day?
I've prepped my whole life for this moment.
That doesn't really surprise me.
Hello, everyone. Eric here. Howdy, howdy, howdy. Yeah, I was scouring for some jokes in the back because I keep going through all my joke lists, so I'm just going through the internet and trying to find something to entertain you with during this intermission break, which, of course, please take this break to go get your refill on vodka and use the restroom and, all that good stuff, and ignore me completely. The world of the Erics, yes. Yeah, we are all staying safe over here. Always, 100%. Hello. Yeah, anyways. I'm seeing all these hi Erics just going through. I'm just like, yeah, what's up? Why don't I give away something? I would if I could, but at that point I'd be, waiting for Warren to leave the studio and then walking out with something and he'll never see it again. In 2 years' time, when he asks about it, I'll be like, oh yeah, it's not here anymore. Ooh, Martin, you're a beer drinker. Yeah, I'm a all-rounded alcohol guy. You know what? This is sounding bad because Warren already brought up that the other day I had too much alcohol and I came in super late. So now I'm just sounding a little, yeah. Oh, imagine giving away a Poltec. Yeah, that would be intense. Joke. Yeah. I was going through trying to find something. For those of you that don't know this whole intermission part, I like to tell dad jokes. So please do not judge me. Yeah, I'll just leave it at that. Oh no, get away. All right, here's one joke. Maybe I'll go through two. What word is always spelled wrong in the dictionary? Outshade says Assassin's Creed Valhalla sucks. No, don't ruin my dreams like that. It was looking amazing. It hasn't come out yet, right? No, it hasn't come out yet. Just trailers. Yeah, this is video game talk now. Yeah, things in trailers, I think, in general. I don't know. Maybe movies, it's different now.
What word in the dictionary is always
Oh, yeah.
Wrong.
Yeah. What word in the dictionary is always spelled wrong?
Wrong.
Oh, damn it, you got it.
Really? That was the joke?
Hey, I tried really hard searching for that.
my God.
It wasn't supposed to be that easy.
But everybody got it, yeah?
I didn't get it.
You didn't get it, but everybody else got it, yeah?
I think
Everybody got it.
They're typing it out right now. Wrong.
Yeah. It's that's got to be the easiest. You see what I have to deal with, people? You see? I'm just joking. I want to send somebody off for lunch. Let's get the lunch going. Anybody want to buy Eric lunch? Just if you liked his joke, please send a buy Eric lunch sandwich thing in the super chat. You can buy him his lunch. Maybe his blood sugar was low, so he didn't come up with anything funny or good. Oh, ouch!
Oh,
Ouch! Sorry, ow!
I just said I've waited my whole life for this moment.
For that moment.
And that's what I delivered.
Dearie me. Frozen colors. We're currently giving away Austrian audio headphones, and we also give away loads of interfaces and stuff. So just stay tuned. We're always doing it. More band jokes. More band jokes. How do you know when a drum riser is level? How many drummers are watching? How do you know when a drum riser is level? The drummer dribbles out of his mouth at both sides. Okay. Oh, ouch, ching. How do you get a guitar player to shut up? Put some sheet music in front of him. Bum bum ba. Dum 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 da. All right, next up is Clay. How do you know when a drummer's knocking on your door? Knock gets faster. Okay. Hi, a song a co-worker wrote. Oh, how do you know when a lead guitar player is knocking on your door? It's the loudest frickin' knock. How do you know when a singer's knocking on your door? Doesn't know when to come in and can't find the key. Clay says, a song a co-worker wrote with some instrument programming additions by myself, mixed and mastered by me. Comments appreciated. Please be brutal. We're not going to be brutal. We might be honest, but not brutal. Okay, here's Clay Lahatz. Did Eric just go? Oh, no. Okay, you sent him. So we're going to do another giveaway before we start. What have we asked? Because we want to do 3. We've done 1 at the beginning. Ask what instruments you play. I'm going to make this easy. Todd just bought you a lunch.
Thank you, Todd.
All right, tell him what you want. What did he go to get?
Filet mignon. That's what I'm going to get.
The world's smallest $10 filet mignon. It's going to be... It's like 1 bite. I don't know, what DAW do you use? If you're working in a computer, and you use a DAW, what do you use? If you don't use a DAW, you're still recording on tape or hard disk or whatever. What do you record on? What is the medium you use to record on? Do you have Logic? Do you have Pro Tools? Do you have FL Studio? What do you record on? And so let us know that. And also, if you don't record on that and you record on tape, say tape, a 4-track, a memo, an iPhone, an Android, what is the medium you record on? Hit the like button. If you're not already a subscriber, please subscribe. We do these all the time. And obviously, if you want to join the Academy, it's only $99 whopping dollars. We're going to do a flash sale. A flash sale. Dun, dun, dun. The flash sale today. So I've never done one of these before, so I'm having fun. Let us know. What do you record on? What is your medium? Okay. And please hit the like button and subscribe and share and all those kind of good things. So this is Clay Lahatt's song, Wish, written by, he said, his co-worker.
छुटिनु त छँदैछ खुइले माला नगर धेरै साइलो गाँसिँदैछ चाहनासँगै बढी जान्छ खुइले माला नगर सम्झौता त छँदैछ भन्नु दैव संजोग दुःखसँगै बढी जान्छ खुइले माला नगर सुख नाप्ने नाकै छैन भन्नु दैव संजोग सबै उहिले भइजान्छ खुइले माला नगर मनै त हो सम्झिजान्छ
You know, when I started doing the academy and YouTube in general, but the academy was an extension of that because it's a place where we could bring everybody together. If you know anything about me, I am English, meaning I'm British, meaning I'm from the United Kingdom, but my mother and her family are Irish and Dutch, and my ancestors are Huguenot, hence the Hewitt last name, and I have family, in England still, but also, all over the world and I've lived everywhere. And I absolutely love this beautiful world that we have. I mean, we're in a bit of a mess at the moment with the, as I like to say, not the trigger word, the pandemic that's going on. Only because if I say what it is, YouTube puts a freaking thing on you if you say what's going on. So, not trying to be contentious, but anyway. So my point is like, what I love is this. I love that I just got to hear something that I wouldn't normally see in my bubble of, living in the UK. Yes, I loved all kinds of music and I feel blessed. But Clay, just thank you for that beautiful piece. And yes, I agree. It did remind me of Wish You Were Here. It's called Wish. I think we all were waiting. Wait, there is this a cover of Wish You Were Here? But I loved it. I love the Pink Floyd references sonically. Somebody made a joke, which was funny. Maybe this was mixed using Waves plugins. It was beautiful. This is beautiful. And it is the number one reason why we do this. Community, the fact that everybody's shouting and screaming and posting on Facebook and, all virtual signaling about how amazing we all are. And, oh my God, I'm the best person and I love everybody. You know what? This is the proof of the pudding, isn't it? Here we have this incredible community where we all share from every single country in the world. We all share our music. It's absolutely freaking awesome. Just thank you, Clay. That was a beautiful piece, really well recorded. Thank you for sharing that with us. It just wafted over me. I was in a trance. I was really, really enjoying it. It was absolutely beautiful. I'm going to go to this section here. I think the thing I love most about this is the bass. Listen to the bass, what it's doing there. I agree, Dawn. It's great to get outside of our bubble and hear other music we wouldn't, and that's what's so amazing about our community. I think we need to do these on a more regular basis. We've been doing like one a month, and now we've done 2 in 1 month. We'll try and do that a lot. It's just absolutely beautiful. Thank you, Clay. Great bass line. Was that you playing on keys? I think you said you'd played a lot of the stuff. Clay, just great work. Really, really inventive. I think the only criticism sonically was it gets a little in 3 to 5K. There's a little tiny bit. I would just go in there on some of your high boosts and just tame them ever so slightly. I hear a little 3, 5, and 7 going. It might be that you're just shelving it a little high and it's bringing up some unwanted stuff. Just kind of go in there and just try and tame some of that little lispiness of the top of the whole mix. Very subtle, but otherwise wonderful, great bass line, beautiful song. Thank you for sharing that with us. I really, really appreciate it. Who won, Eric?
I believe it's pronounced, I don't know, Riboman? I think I'm saying it right, but Cubase 10 is what they put down as round.
Nice. Congratulations. And Cubase 10 was their DAW of choice. Okay, we're going to do 3 more songs, and on the last song, which is Chris Ebertson, which is coming up in a couple of songs, we will do the last giveaway, and that will be for a lifetime membership at the Academy. And if you're already a lifetime member, you can pick anything from ProMix Academy you want. Great. All right, so Todd is up next. Thank you, Clay, for that beautiful song. We really appreciate it. Thank you for sharing that with us. Todd says, who bought Eric lunch, This track has been simmering, waiting for the excuse to be released. Our band releases a single for every gig. As you can imagine, the Dan Pemick has created a lot of issue with that. The song is about getting old. What? Getting old? What do you mean? I wrote the song more than 25 years ago when you were 3. Before I could play drums. I described the beat to drummers as think skippity, inky, dinky, dinky, skippity doo. No one got it. Skippity, inky, dinky, skippity doo. Eric, people are asking who won again. I said no one got it. So 20 years later, before I could play it for myself, I've been told I should quantize this to improve how tight it is. Okay, we'll check that out. Little loath to do that. Opinions. You don't always have to quantize. Remember, on tape, people used to cut and move things. There just wasn't the ability to, do it beat by beat by beat. I mean, you could, but it was time consuming. It was never perfect. There you go. Eric just said who won the last one. I think that it's if there's going to be issues just to sort of tighten here and there, you know what I mean? That's what I would do, But we haven't heard it yet, so let's not jump the gun. It feels far more possible than I did before. Last part feels like it's as good as the band can do it and that. But yeah, I mean, I don't get into philosophy as much as sound. It's like, does it sound really good? I understand that we get philosophical and I get it that, you don't want to do something. I mean, we have this discussion, people are joking about Glenn. Glenn doesn't use any drum samples in his actual mixes, but I know songs that he loves to have drum samples on them. So he's, you know what I mean? It's a philosophy of like, try to get the best drum sound you can without drum samples, but it doesn't mean that songs that have drum samples in it can't be amazing. As far as mixing, it largely follows a process template built from working in Platt mixes. Great. We have a great Ken Sluter template in there, generally starting with drums, overheads, and then seasoning with close mics. A little bit of snare and kick samples for reinforcement. Bass is DI cloned into 2 paths. That's a trick we do all the time. Guitar went through numerous iterations to arrive here. A lot of Tony Iommi inspiration. Yes! All right. As far as mixing, vocals are pretty straightforward, except for a Balrog charging out of Moria reverb effect coming out of the bridge. All right, I want to hear what that is. Thanks, everyone, for the ongoing support and feedback. Okay. And Todd says, P.S., any thoughts on a bottle of gin as bird band merchandise? If you think your audience are into it, then go for it, yeah. Here we go. Todd Mitchell, Dry.
It used to come
Wow, it's a great song. Yeah, I can hear the I can hear the Tony Iommi and the Black Sabbath. Love the C sharp. Love the guitar tones. I love the drums. They're big and bombastic. I do agree. I think a little tightening on the drums I would do. I think there's moments where I'm just like, just tighten it ever so slightly. I'm not saying go in there and grit it. Don't go in there and grit it. Just tighten it just a little bit so it doesn't like take me out of the groove. You don't have to go in there and grit things. You just might want to move a couple of beats here and there. Just do the bare minimum you can do to preserve the feel and the groove and the performance, and just correct the couple of things that a bug. And that's it. A couple of things. That's not unheard of. I mean, we've always done those kinds of things. Otherwise, I absolutely love it. I love the vocal. I love the song. I love the C sharp on it. But I agree. I think for me, the drums need a little tightening here and there. Sorry if that's not what you wanted to hear, Todd, but I do. It's, you know, I've got my producer hat on. A lot of the times with these songs, it's more about the production than anything else, you know. Hey, so what's going on? We got, who was the winner of the last giveaway? Oh, I remember you already said. Okay. So, Todd, great work. Love it. Keep writing songs and recording songs like that. I love that kind of genre. I think for me, the drums could be a little bit more in a one room as opposed to having rooms on them. You know, I feel like I just wanted to sit a little bit more in a room. Music Man and Sheila says, please hit the subscribe button and the like button. I think Eric is in the bathroom. I was like, he's not responding to these things. He's back. Eric is back, everybody. But I really, really like it. I think the drums could just be a little bit more 70s, a little bit more tiny bit, not just a little bit more. You know what I'm hearing? I'm hearing like, I think what would really take this, for me, this personally, production-wise, if it was a bit more Queens of the Stone Age. Queens of the Stone Age has got a good, healthy lump of Hawkwind, or how do you say hawk over here? Hawkwind? That doesn't sound... Hawkwind? Hawkwind. So like Hawkwind meets Sabbath, early Sabbath. Mixed contest just finished 2 days ago or 3 days ago, something like that. And several thousand entries. And I think we'll probably be announcing the winner in the next week or two. We've got to whittle it down so that the band to the top 100 for the band and Glenn and Henning to go through. And of course, myself. Do you think Eric has a girlfriend? I don't think so. You don't currently have a girlfriend, do you?
I do not.
Eric is single. So anybody, anybody out there?
And available.
He is available. Great work, Todd. Really loved it. I think I would dry up the drums just a bit and see if you can get... I think that would suit the rest of your production. Queens of the Stone Age, Black Sabbath, Hawkwind. But the reason why I say Queens of the Stone Age was to make Chaos as well. Yeah, Chaos is to make it feel a little bit more modern version of that. Great work, Todd. Really appreciate it. Next up is Sasha. And then after that, we're going to do our last competition. Sasha says, new member of my first submission for feedback. I've composed, mixed, and mastered a song with the singer a couple of months back, and we're about to embark on an adventure of creating an album. Would love to hear your feedback on this mix and song in order to prove the future songs I'm producing and arrangement. Wonderful. And there's already some good response from people. If you're not already a member, you can join. It is a flash sale. Whoa, flash sale. Woo. So for $99 below for the year, and you're going to get at least 12 multi-tracks, probably more like 20. Plus there's already about 50 in there, maybe more. Tons of lessons, amazing community. It's pretty insanely good value for money. So please join us. Join us. Okay. And hit the like button. And if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Okay. Here's Sasha's song that he produced with the singer and composed called Queen.
Don't know where this is coming from. I'm finding out where I belong. In this world full of darkness, I find my light. when I don't know where I am going. I just keep singing till I'm coming through this world full of chaos. I find my way. 'Cause I still believe in this thing called love. I believe in the crazy things. I believe in the Queen. And I still believe in my rhapsody. I believe things are meant to be. I believe in the Queen and me. Call me a winner, but I'm still in search of my destiny. I have fought, I have cried, but now I'm coming home. And I still believe in this thing called love. I believe in the crazy things. I believe in the Queen. And I still believe in my rhapsody. I believe things are meant to be. I believe in the Queen and me. Been on the search for far too long now. Cut from the roots like a kite in the sky. Now I'm floating in all this air. Dig my feet deep in the ground. I believe in this thing called love. I believe in the crazy things. I believe in the Queen and me.
Wow, Sasha. Absolutely beautiful. I really enjoyed that. First of all, a wonderful song, wonderful composition. You're obviously a very skilled writer. I really, really appreciate your talent. Wonderful singer. Has an incredible voice. You've got a great asset there. It's a good conversation for us to have if you're a producer and a writer, a composer. You know, having a great singer to work with is massive. I can tell you a story. I was working with a girl singer who's quite well known, so I won't say who it is. And she played me a song, and she said, "Oh, my label thinks this is a hit," and it was her singing over somebody else's production. And I was like, "Yeah, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. I like it." And then she played me the demo, and it had been written with by Cara DiGuardia. And Cara had sung it, and obviously it was Cara had written it, and the producer that had worked with Cara had just nailed it, and the song then became a hit. So you understand my point. If you've got the right singer with a song that can deliver it and sell it, it can be massive. We had a song which is in the Academy. God, what's it called? And we had so many people cut this song, and the problem was the range on it was massive, and we had 3 really big singers cut it, famous singers, and none of them could get the range to sing from the verse to the chorus. It's dum 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 dum. You know, it's Sliding Doors. I would say, Sasha, you're in the Academy. Download Sliding Doors and have your singer sing that song. I'd love to hear her sing that, and then mix it, because it's a very complex song to mix. We had a lot of big singers want to cover that and cut it, and they couldn't nail it because it's got such a range to it. So my point is, Sasha, and Sasha's helping us understand that a great singer can take a great song and just take it over the edge. And you've got a wonderful asset there in having a relationship, you know, with a great singer you can work with. I think you did beautiful work there. I'm on the fence with the drum sound. Some people saying they love it. Some people say they should think it should be bigger. I was leaning 5% more to it could be bigger. Let's have a listen.
I still believe in, and I still believe in my rhapsody.
I feel like it could go, at the moment it always sounds like side stick with a bit of a snare. I think it could have more of a snare to it, but it could develop into that. It doesn't have to be gosh. It could just be, you know, a little bit more. I think that's the main thing that people were picking up with, which I agree. I think have that snare develop more into a snare and get it, you know, go there. The last mom in is saying vocals are 80s conviction, go hard. So I think people, yeah, and Chris is saying just the snare. And Jorgen's saying the same thing, backbeat could be harder at least. And Ken's saying a bit bigger. I think this is basically, Kevin said he would make the choir bigger at the end. I think we're all saying the same thing, that it's a beautiful song with an incredible singer who's really impassioned and really, really selling it. And if at the end you could just make it just a bit bigger still, drums bigger, push up the choir a little bit, I think you have something absolutely amazing. Wow, 441 people watching. That's absolutely amazing. Please hit that like button. And we're going to do a massive giveaway now at the end. Massive giveaway. So thank you, 442 people. Please hit that like button. As people would say, smash the like button. If you haven't subscribed already, please subscribe. We do these a lot. Obviously, in the Academy, they're all the time. We do one every single Friday. And on Wednesdays, we often do these. We normally do these about once a month where we listen to people's mixes. But this month, we've done it twice. And I think we could do more. I really, really enjoy this. So this is the kind of thing that you get in the Academy. And you get all of these incredible people here online. So the last giveaway. So what we're going to do is we're going to give away a lifetime, yes, a lifetime membership to the Academy. 448 people. Please hit the like button. Hit the likes. So we're going to give away a lifetime membership to the Academy. If you're already a lifetime member, of which many of you are, we're going to give away... what are we going to give away? We'll give away an everything bundle. There you go, at Pro Mix Academy. That's pretty huge. Every single freaking thing that we do at Pro Mix Academy, which is about 50 or 60 courses. It's massive. If you don't know Pro Mix Academy, go check it out. Some of the biggest producers, engineers, and mixers in the world, mixed in with a whole bunch of great educators, growing rapidly. So everything bundle if you're a lifetime member. If you're not a lifetime member, a lifetime membership. So what do we want to know? What do we want to know? We've asked what you record on, what your medium is. We did whether you play an instrument. I like doing the really easy ones. What was the first piece of music that you heard that you went, wow, I have to do this? What was the song? Everybody knows me. It was Bohemian Rhapsody. It was A Night at the Opera. I heard it as a little kid. My father bought it for me for Christmas and gave it to me and said, this is worthy. This was Christmas 1975. I was about this big. I didn't know anything about girls or anything. I didn't get into music because I wanted to be in a band. I just heard this music and I was too young to understand. Except I understood. I put on a pair of these massive, whopping, big Sony headphones my dad had, put them on, and just went, wow. And just, it blew my mind. What was that? What was your aha moment? What was the song or the artist, the music that just made you go, I want to be involved in music? It could be any genre, anything. What is your favorite? What is the thing? Mario's saying The Wall. December 63. Oh, I love that song. Al Acoustic says he's in the house. Hey, Al. So what is it? What is the song? What is the artist? If you can't think of the one song is, what is the artist that made you go, wow? So please hit that like. Please hit that share button. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. This is to win a lifetime membership to the Academy. If you're already a lifetime member, an everything bundle of every single one of the courses in Pro Mix Academy. Every single one. Okay, and we're going to listen all the way through Chris Ibbottson's song. We'll go to it now. So you've got plenty of time. Eric will scroll through and pick at random. Chris Ibbotson says, this is a track I can't mix. I seem to have a terrible trouble with it. Be very grateful of any critique, as I've lost all objectiveness with this. It's from a singer called Timia. I played and produced everything behind her. Maybe I need a good reference track. Any ideas? Many thanks. Frustrated Chris. Okay, last but no means least, Chris Ibbotson. Remember, all you have to do is tell us what was the song or the music or the artist that got you inspired to do this, to make music, to record music, to mix music. What was it? Please hit the like button. Please subscribe. And please let us know what is the music that got you on this journey.
Surrounded by the shadows in my head, and it's cold. I'm breathing out the lonely winter air, and I'm walking 6 strings on my neck as I talk to myself, and I'm watching street lights as they shine brighter than the stars. And it's been that way ever since that day. I sit here with my silhouette, listening to the fireflies. I'm scared in case they see the tears I can't cry. And it's been that way ever since that day. I sit here with my silhouette, listening to the fireflies. For you.
This is becoming a theme where we have Chris's song on last because they're always absolutely superb. Chris, I absolutely love what you're doing here. I think my overall feeling on the mix, first of all, production is amazing, vocals are fantastic, arrangement, all the performances, all the instruments you played, the way you put it all together is absolutely amazing. I mean, it's, you know, my hat's off to you. You're incredibly talented and you're very wise and you really help so many people out in this community. It is insane how much help you give people. So thank you ever so much. I would say my only comment on the mix is just a tiny bit more definition on things. It's ever so slightly like 1 or 2% soft. It's a little bit soft. It's very modern sounding, which if what you're going for, that's great. And when I mean modern sounding, I mean like maybe like quite a large amount of dynamic EQs, not necessarily hundreds of them, but like little things, taking out any rough edges, making everything sound really, really smooth. Bob Horn would be a great example. And if you're new here, by the way, Bob Horn, his courses on ProMix Academy are stupendous. He has a new one coming out soon. I think he's one of the best educators out there when it comes to mixing. So go check out Bob Horn's mixes because he's very modern in his approach and everything he does sounds very like it should be on the radio. Ariel Shobaz, another person we work with a lot, is another really amazingly talented guy. Currently working with Kelly Clarkson. He's got a course coming out on Friday. And Chris, I think you probably should watch some of their ones because I don't think there's a lot wrong with this. It's pretty darn amazing, which may be why you're having trouble trying to take it over the finish line because it's a lot closer to the finish line than you think. However, it's in that area of like, could it be a little bit edgier here and there? It's just a tiny bit soft, like 1 or 2% tamed. Does that make sense? Just a little bit tamed for me. I want a little bit more excitement, a little bit more snap here and there, a little bit more 3 to 5K on things, maybe a little tiny bit more grit on things. And I'm talking ever so slightly. Bob will do things like he'll saturate stuff and push it up in the background. You know, it's great. Absolutely. This is really, really good. I would say you need ever so slightly more grit to it, ever so slightly more bite. But it's at the same time, it's pretty perfect. It's pretty perfect, but you want a mixed critique. It's really that. I think for the low end, I'm going to go back here. I mean, your kick's very, very defined, very thump, thump, thump. But the bass is also massive. The bass is very Jamiroquai. And don't get me wrong, I've been listening to Jamiroquai in the car a lot recently. Going back to first album, just absolutely love it. So let's go down to the low end here. Now, if you're listening on earbuds or small speakers, you're not going to hear what I'm going to do. It's pretty much predominantly the low end. It's pretty tight. So what we do when we're illustrating this stuff is we go for like a multi-band and we just solo below 40 and see how much of that is thump. So it's pretty good. It's pretty darn good. The bass might just be ever so slightly loud, ever so slightly, like bring it down 0.5. It's tough. It's pretty perfect. This is a great mix, Chris. Pretty great mix. It's a pretty great mix. Like I said, I'm talking about a couple of percent here and there, a little tiny bit more grit on some things, ever so slightly. But you send this to me as a track, I'm like, sounds great. You know what I mean? It's you're asking for feedback, and my main feedback is it's pretty darn amazing. You might want to get in there and add little grittiness to things. maybe make a little things feel a little bit more forward here and there, ever so slightly, a bit more edge to it in general. You could also potentially do that in mastering to a certain extent. I did a Joe Perry song with, I've told this story before, with Jack Douglas, and when we came to mix it, I mixed it and I really was happy with my mix. But then what happened is he wanted it to be a little bit more wrong, so we took the Culture Vulture and distorted the whole mix and then put it up underneath because he wanted it to just be a bit more Joe Perry and a little less kind of professional sounding. He wanted it to be a bit more wrong and distorted. And so that's what we did. I don't think you're doing that, but it's the same kind of philosophy as like maybe adding a little tiny bit. But Chris, you know, you could easily release this and people would be blown away. Great work. Love the bass playing. Joe uses the 121V, the valve one, the tube one. I know because we got it while we were making that record. That's for those people not seeing what I'm responding to. It's the Royer microphone. It's the tube Royer. It's really, really good at smoothing out the high end. It's interesting because there's enough high end in there. Like especially on the left here, it's like there's definitely enough high end in there. I think it's just maybe just edging things out ever so slightly. It's really great moving between these two headphones. There's such a different experience that they really allow me to sort of like hear different things. Really good. Chris, what a great way to finish. Thank you ever so much as ever for everybody in here. If you're not an Academy member, you can join it today with the flash sale. We don't normally do it. I've never done one of these before, so it's quite funny. So we're doing a $99 today only flash sale for 1 year. There's a link underneath. I think also I can copy and paste it in here. So if you haven't already joined us, most of the people on here are Academy members, and they're absolutely amazing people. So, and you can end up getting great advice from each other and helping each other. It's a really wonderful place. Okay, you all rock. Thank you all for such an incredible time. Who won, by the way?
Tom C.
Tom C won? Yeah. Woohoo! Tom, are you already a lifetime member, or are you going to get all of the ProMix Academy courses?
Yeah, he put down he's already a lifetime member, so he will be getting
every single ProMix Academy course we've ever done. Wow. Wow. We should make sure he also gets this Fridays. We'll make sure. Can you make a note of that? Oh, we'll make sure, Tom, that you also get this Friday's course, which is the Ariel Showbiz course, which is going to be fantastic. All right, you all rock. Thank you ever so much. I really, really appreciate it. Please, if you haven't already, hit the like button on the way out. Leave us a comment after the video finishes, and I'll come by and check it out. That's been a lot of fun. It's been a great couple of hours. Our lunch should be here any second. Thank you to the two people that donated to buy Erica's lunch. What'd you get, Eric?
I got a cheese pizza.
You got a pizza?
Yeah.
Eric got a pizza. Thank you for buying Eric's pizza. You all rock. Thank you ever so much. So long. Farewell. Goodbye. Auf Wiedersehen. Au revoir. Adios. And we'll speak to you all again very, very soon. So long. Farewell. Auf Wiedersehen. Adios. Au revoir.